Hello, this video tutorial is to assist you in finding the Binomcdf and the Binomcdf using the TI-83 and TI-84 graphing calculator. First, let's have a better understanding what you mean by PDF and CDF. Here's a quick summary of the calculator commands for the TI-83 and TI-84. I will show you how to input those shortly. If you notice over here on the left hand side, it's identifying what the inequality or the statement may be given to you when you read. The main thing you need to focus on is looking for the keywords. For example, if you have an inequality where it's x equals, look for the keyword exactly. That calculator command that will be used for this one would be binomial probability distribution function, hence the PDF. The N would be your total number of trials. Your P will be your percent, which represents your probability, and your K, also known as X or R, will be used for what's actually given. The next one, also using Binomcdf. Notice there's a difference now. In this case, you have binomial cumulative distribution function. Notice how you actually have a true inequality, which is less than or equal to. Keyword you will notice for that one will be at most, less than, or equal to. Something similar applies for the Binomcdf for less than. Pay close attention when it is greater than or equal to or greater than. You may recall from a previous lesson that probability cannot exceed 1. Hence, the 1 is going to be given first and then you subtract it. Once again, all of the inequalities themselves only use cumulative distribution function. The only time you use PDF is when it's using precisely or exactly. Now let's see how to input these in. First, make sure whatever the given scenario is, you know what the keywords are. So if you have a total number of N and the probability was 0.68, given that it was 5, you know that you have an N for 10, a P 0.68, and an X for 5. And we want to do probability PDF. So second, bars, use your down arrow key until you see binomial PDF, where you want to use exactly. Once you've found it, hit enter. If you have an older version of the TI-83 or TI-84, you'll just put the numbers in as it is written, including the parentheses and comma. But if you're using a more up-to-date version such as this one, notice how your N will be your number of trials, your P will be your percent as a decimal, and X is going to be whatever your value is given to you. So for this one we're using for PDF, use your down arrow key and hit enter. Hit enter again, and now you have a probability. Follow these same steps using for less than or equal to and less than. But make sure that you put the 1 in first if you are doing the same problem, but it was asking for you to greater than. Once again, hit second, then your stat key, and find Binomcdf. Remember, the only time that you use PDF when it's saying exactly. So I'm using the same random variables again. For N is 10, and your X is going to be greater than or equal to 6, so that would be 6 minus 1. And you may recall that I'm using the same probability inequalities commands that were given to you earlier. So once you put that in, paste, enter, and enter again. Repeat the same steps for when you're using exactly for PDF. Greater than, make sure you input the 1. So for a quick summary, let's look at the commands. Once again, here are the commands. To use your calculator, make sure you hit the second, then bars key. We'll follow the format for these commands. This concludes the video for how to identify the Binomcdf and Binomcdf using the TI-83 or TI-84 graphing calculator.